kiddos. So today is lesson number 12 with Miss Ashley for your positive action curriculum. Okay, so this far we have discussed positive action, your self-concept, things that make you unique, things you like about yourself. I asked you to sit down with a friend and ask them things about, traits about you that they've noticed and traits that you've noticed about them, and sit and discuss them. I've talked to you about how family and friends and other people in your household, other kids at school, can have an influence on you and your self-concept. Okay? So today, what I want to stress is that positive actions, when we do positive things, we tend to feel more positive and we have more of a positive control over our mindsets, our feelings, and our heart. Okay? And that's the point of this lesson today. I want you to understand that positive actions put us in charge of our bodies, minds, and hearts. I'll get my handy dandy board out, and I'm going to say it again. Positive actions put us in charge of our bodies, minds, and hearts. Okay? Let's say it one more again. Positive actions put us in charge of our bodies, minds, and hearts. Okay? And what this means is, what we're going to focus on today is that when you decide to be positive instead of being negative, and you decide to do nice things instead of mean things, you're in self-control. You are the one that controls all this, okay? You're the one that controls how you feel, how you respond, and the energy that you decide to put out, okay? So self-control helps us achieve positive actions. Okay? So self-control helps us achieve positive actions. This means that you are in control of how you respond to things, how you react to things, and therefore you can choose to do positive things rather than do negative things. Okay? And you're the one that controls how your heart feels and how you respond to emotions that you feel. So I want to read you an example from my book, okay, to kind of make you get a better understanding of exactly what self-control, how positive action and self-control go hand in hand, okay? So here's an example, okay? Let's say that I assign you a list of study or spelling words, okay? And I tell you to go home and learn these words. I don't tell you why. I just tell you that I need you to go home and either learn how to spell these words or find the definition of a word, okay? Now, some of you will decide to be in control of yourself and go home and look up that word and learn the spelling, okay? And then some of you would rather go home, go outside and play, and not do your homework. So you've decided to take a negative action, as in going outside and putting off your homework, instead of someone that would come straight home and do a positive action and look up the spelling and definition of their word, okay? So when you get to school the next morning, I tell you there's a spelling test. Anyone who gets at least a B on the test gets extra time for recess. Okay? At this time, those of you that decided to study and actually look up your word and know how to spell it, feel confident and good about their spelling test. And you know before the test that you took the self-control, you disciplined yourself to go look up the word I told you to, and the spelling, okay? So you decided to do a positive action and do what you were supposed to do. Now, the other kids, those who did not study, are not feeling so good about this test. They don't know how to spell the word, and they don't know the definition of it because they decided instead of coming home and doing what they were supposed to do, that they were going to go outside and play all evening and then didn't look up their words. So not only do they feel bad because they're not going to get extra recess, but they feel guilty because they should have done it and they didn't. Okay? But only you can control what you decide to do. Okay? Self-control. So think about this. There's one kid that got straight off the bus and said, you know what? I'm going to go in and look up Miss Ashley's word. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it on my refrigerator. So anytime I go to the fridge tonight, I have to look at it. Okay? Other kid decides, well, I'm going to go home and I'm going to meet Johnny down the street and I'll look up my word and my definition later. But they didn't. And then they've walked into class the next morning and we're having a test. Okay? So having self-control over how you conduct yourself is very, very important. All right? So using positive actions means that you're using self-control, which sets up for achieving the best we can be. We want to be the best we can be always. Okay? So that's my main message today. Positive actions come from having self-control. Deciding to do positive actions is because you have self-control over yourself, your body, your mind, and your heart. Okay? And I want you to achieve to be the best that you can be. Always. All right? So for lesson 12, take this away from it. Be the best you can be and always try to use self-control. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day.